Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy. This episode was proudly brought to you by Black Heart Clothing. Black Heart Clothing, after the African spirit. For any inquiries and orders, please contact us on 068 473 6908 or email us on theblackheart@gmail.com. The Black Heart, the hustle continues. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imali, Enengi, peace and Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers around the world. And today I just wanted to focus on a story that caught my eye. Actually, on Facebook, I saw it passing, and people are speaking about Xolani Khumalo murder case and what's not. And I went into doing some research. You guys know that I don't have TV, DSTV, so I'm quite clueless in terms of other trending topics. So I then did my research. Then I saw a young man that does beautiful work. I also watched his interview at the Hustlers Corner with DJ Spoo, and I think that interview helped me to put the whole story into perspective as to what is happening in terms of Xolani Khumalo's life. So, long story short, Xolani is a young man from Tembisa who has been fighting crime for the longest time. He's even got a foundation named the Xolani Khumalo Foundation or something, Crime Fighting Foundation. And I want to in this video kind of compare him with Xolani Khumalo and Nhlanhla Lux, because there's so many similarities with them, but there's one difference that makes the other one stand out more than the other one. And this is not a knock on Nhlanhla Lux. Nobody must ever make Nhlanhla Lux feel like what he was doing was not a good job. Nhlanhla Lux did a great job in the community, but what Nhlanhla Lux lacked was a strategy or an approach on how to voice his problems. Listen to Xolani speaking and listen to Nhlanhla Lux speaking. The tone is different, but the message is exactly the same. So sometimes because of your tone, people don't receive your message. And I want us to learn this, whether being it in our personal life, in our relationship, in our workspaces. Sometimes the tone is the reason why our message is not heard. So Xolani, born in Tembisa, fighting crime and doing all that, ended up on TV. I think it's Moja Love or something like that. And he was the steering of, he had his show there titled Sizokuthola, a crime fighting unit where him and the police were going around busting drug dealers in the communities everywhere in South Africa. Durban, Cape Town, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Gauteng, everywhere this young man was doing a great job. So the MMC, guys, help me to build this story for you guys. Xolani is now currently in court for a murder case. They went to go do a drug bust. Unfortunately, there was a casualty there, a young man, I think it's a colored boy, that passed away. So they opened the case, but surprisingly, the case is not opened against the Xolani's foundation, the police, and whoever was involved there, because Xolani always works with a group of people. But the case was opened against him as the leader. Okay, fine, it's all right. After he goes to DJ Spoo's show, where for me he was singing, He was saying the things he was saying there about Begi Kele, about the police and the corruption of police. Oh my goodness. The way when he fight drugs, there's other places where he goes, he knows there's a limit in terms of accessing. The police will call him directly and say, listen, stop. They'll call a station commander and say, tell that young man to stop. Now the ruling party wanted Xolani to fall. That's why Bekele even released a statement to say, we don't support Xolani, we don't work with him. Surprisingly so. But the EFF's MMC, the EFF's MMC, Mngini Chwaku, excuse me, Mngini Chwaku, employs Xolani. But where does he employ Xolani? He employs him in the task force. What do they call it? TRU, Technical Response Unit, where this unit's job is to shoot and kill. He was criticized for saying, no, why do you say people must shoot to kill? And he explained himself. Let's quickly listen to the MMC speaking in an interview.
Back now, criminals have been warned that the JMPD's new tactical response unit will shoot to kill. Joburg Public Safety MMC Dr. Mngini Chwaku says the TRU will merely apply the principle of proportional and reciprocal justice. The unit was launched in Johannesburg yesterday.
If someone is actually pointing a gun, when they're pointing a gun, they actually declare that they're actually going to kill you. So in other words, you must ensure that you protect, the people, and also you must protect yourself, because they will shoot to kill. They're not going to shoot you on the leg just to paralyze you. They're going to shoot you straight into the head and all of that. So if once they actually point a gun in you and they want to really shoot you, then you must not hesitate to really ensure that, you actually shoot to really kill. And you must have a situation, that's what I'm saying, that with the criminals hide at this point in time, they've just declared a war. They just shoot anywhere. You've never seen the stats. If you go to the states, like in looking at the Honeydew, for example, you look in Hillbrow, look at the murders that are happening there. And then in Alex, in Alex, the patrollers of Alex, there was a time also sometime last month or so, if you can check it out. So there's close to about 6 of them that have actually died, being killed by a guy called, is a schoolback or so. There's a guy who just get into a tavern, he shoots them, and then at night when they are patrolling, the guy comes in, he shoots. So that's why I'm saying that, Kuti, I'm warning every criminal out there, any individual who's going to undermine the JMPD crime prevention and combating unit and the JMPD TRU, that we're not going to negotiate with them. Once they take out gun and they want to shooting at us, we're going to shoot to kill.
Ladies and gentlemen, the crime in Johannesburg is skyrocketing out of control. And we have seen recently with the minister, a member of parliament who was hijacked, I think the minister of transport, who was hijacked at the highway. It is unthinkable of how crime is a problem. And if there's one thing I've said it many times in this channel, that South Africa's problem is not foreigners, it's not illegal immigrants, it's not this and that, it's policing. Crime, respond, and arresting people and enforcing the hand of the law in the communities. That if the police can do their job, South Africa will be a better place. People will not have a reason to fight. But housebreaking, rapes, murders, just now we saw a video of a guy murdering his co-workers and beheading him and taking a selfie. I mean, this is the type of things, you can't keep such a person in prison. That person needs to be kept in a cage somewhere and be treated like an animal, that he is displayed clearly to us that he's an animal. Xolani said a lot on that DJ Spoo interview. Guys, if you guys have not seen that, please go and watch that. Because, okay, just to help some of you, let me play just a small clip of that interview. I'll play maybe 5 minutes because what he's saying is eye-opening, is shocking what Xolani is saying there. Let's listen.
There was an article that was written. I'm not sure whether it's Daily Sun or what. Which the minister is saying is not in support of what I'm doing, and I don't work with the police. But on each and every episode, I have a police van. It shows with the corner ongcolile ozamu jabulisa iposi yakhe mpatala. Yeah.
But you spana unceda abantu abamnyama bathi it's a thankless job. But unceda abantu ukuthi bona still the same people banceda yiba bazokapa ngamatshe
Exactly, 100%.
bakaflele.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel now you won? Do you feel like, is this what I'd like to continue doing? Or does it get to a point where you feel like discouraged?
At some point, I would ask myself, like, why am I even bothering myself? But at the same time, Izolo, I saw these videos. There's a video that was posted by the Somalis chairperson, the Somalis Council chairperson, saying that all the northern nationals must unite against us. They're saying they won't be frightened by a guy that is moving with 2 combis, which is me. They're saying that they will continue selling his index expiry. And if today, 702, it was reported that there's 120 children that are critically ill. 120. There's 5 children that died in Gauteng. There's 2 children that died in Limpopo. But the injury to one is injury to all. Because I'm harassing them, I'm intimidating them. But in an injury to our children, what are we doing? As soon as you go, hey, Lama tuck shops are not doing isn't right. They are selling wrong things. No, we have a bylaw, what, this bylaw people will go and stuff like that. And if me in Angia and eradicate those things as expired and expose those people, at what capacity are you operating? But at what capacity are these guys selling isn't as expired? What happened? So, I'm suffering the same fate. But now
let's talk about you being in the headlines, I think, over the past couple of weeks about one of your cases. I have not been following it, but I think I heard it's either a clip that I saw on social media that says, Guti, there was a casualty in one of your cases. Maybe can you clear that story out if it rings a bell? Apparently there is a case, Guti, there was a casualty on one of the cases where you guys were shooting.
Yes, that case is still under investigation.
Okay.
And I'm going to court on 21 of November. So I can't say much because of I don't want to compromise the responsible heart and stuff like that. They have to do their thing and see what they come up with. But umuntu abamchaja him.
But charge when as an individual.
Yeah, charge me as an individual. I mean, Spanish.
Yeah.
Charge me as an individual, but I hope is email. But the Mojalav is trying to support. But let the beginning at the end of the day.
And then the Sakal Vulaban?
The family of
yeah. Of the
deceased. Yeah.
The deceased. Mm-hmm. Okay. What are some of the most dangerous situations you've had to go through when you're shooting?
You know,
or you've said you've had to duck some bullets.
Yeah, and at some point in Durban, you passed a rich drug dealer. You carry a whole brigadier who's in charge of a unit or a department in SAPS. Tell you people to stand down. What are you doing there? At some point at Devon Sigas we are skitchy, mamas. Sahlangabezwa amabheke emarobotini they bafit hey la ngathi izoshuba saphuma out because of we didn't do a proper risk assessment in terms of lo muntu lo besiyom thina when you we had the intelligence ukuthi umuntu is a drug dealer and is big and ama drugs were prepared in down so but in terms of the influence that he had we didn't quite make sure ukuthi isandla sakhe sihamba sifike kuphi so lapho sekuverify ibhamu so ufuna uverify ibhamu uthi let's check ukuthi le bhamu zini zi right or zi wrong. Imagine you are at a place to bust a big criminal, then they turn around and make you look like a criminal yourself. And uhamba namaphoyisa are told to stand down.
Good back chicken.
Yekelani engwele into eniyenzayo. Qala ukubona ikhehla le brigadier lishake lithi I'm not ready to lose my job now. Ngabona ukuthi ahlahlela sadlala. Ngithuka ninye into engazi lela khehla ngalithuka ngalithola useless. But naye akazenzi akafuna ukuphelelwa isipane kunabantu abamphethe nge-remote bamcontrol ukuthi ngale ngisebenze nalo muntu. So it shows ukuthi kahle isizwe sethu sabantu abamnyama yiso kumele sife Grand Sharp. Abantu bethu basekazi bemele babhole Grand Sharp. The next thing was a program on drug awareness. Drug awareness for what? People know about drugs. You cannot know about drugs better than the person who's suffering from drugs. You cannot know the effect of drugs better than mama or mama drugs. Then you come and give them a nice English speech about hey, this, that. Those people need.
Now, when Xolani, this interview is from 2 weeks ago. So believe you me, this interview secured Xolani the job. Remember, the EFF is trying to show the ANC that they are doing a better job than them in every portfolio where they are in charge. Now, the MMC of safety has brought in this boy who has a case on him. I mean, how blessed are you? You have a murder case and an MMC of sports called you, say, come, we are giving you a job. But not only a job, you are going to be the head of the TRU unit. You're going to be the head of the tax response unit. You are going to be the boss, the leader. How blessed is this Xolani guy? And the right person in the job. I said a long time ago, Nhlanhla Lux was supposed to align himself with a political party. And I said that political party was supposed to be EFF. I'm telling you, if Nhlanhla Lux listened to me, because Nhlanhla Lux watched a lot of my videos, if he listened to me, he was going to get this position. There is no difference between Nhlanhla Lux and Xolani. Absolutely no difference. According to me, they are both doing a great job. But Nhlanhla Lux's mouth and attitude put him in a place where right now he was caught guilty in a case where for housebreaking and malicious damage of property, and he was made to pay back 9,500 rand to an EFF member. So Nhlanhla Lux's anger to Julius Malema, the EFF, got him to a place where he is silent now. Operation Tutu, not Operation Tutula. Soweto Parliament is silent because I told you it's a danger that a political party or a movement only has one mouthpiece or one face. When you take out Julius Malema, do you see anyone else in the EFF? Yes, you see a lot of people. But with Nhlanhla Lux, he was running everything as the center of attraction, and that got him into trouble. And I hope Xolani will learn from that. He will work with his team, will get to know new team members, and will get to know other policemen that are doing a great job. So for me, it's a well done to Nhlanhla, not Nhlanhla, Xolani, Mr. Khumalo. I wish him all the best. I'm very happy to see a young African brother in that space fighting crime. I mean, another thing that brings joy to me is that he did not grow into politics. You know, he is employed by merit, not by favor, not by anything, by merit. So that's what we want to see in South Africa. I'm going to play out with him accepting the position and telling the MMC and telling the men in blue is to say, listen, we're going to work. If you are new on the channel, you are at home. As a Pan-Africanist channel, we want to celebrate Black excellence. And this is one of those times that I will go out of my route of my normal reporting news and report on something like this, because I want to keep an eye on this Xolani. We need people like him in positions of power where the goodness of his heart and the safety of the community are in his heart. You understand what I'm saying? So let's just listen to what Xolani is going to say. And if you are new, please consider to subscribe and click the like button. Leave your thoughts on the comment section telling me, do you think he's going to do a good job? Do you think it was a good move from the EFF to employ this Xolani, who clearly has got experience and merit and anything that you can think of when it comes to fighting crime in the community sector and environment, now going on a national platform? I mean, we're going to see a lot of this guy, and I hope they don't use him as a puppet, because politicians are corrupt, but he looks like a young man that knows his story. So let's just enjoy his acceptance speech, and I hope I will be reporting about Xolani Khumalo again. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray, and after you pray, stand up, do your best so that God can do the rest. I salute you. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
I'll just say a small message. I'm glad that these things happen. We've been struggling and trying to fight the scourge of crime. And I'm happy to stand here today to say thank you very much, MMC. MMC has heard my cry. I've been crying, saying, let's do something. We are here to serve our communities, and we are here to make sure that our communities are safe. So, to the army that I see in front of me, gentlemen, we will work together. We won't sleep. And to all the organizations that are radical in terms of crime fighting, we will work together. Konabazayo, Yizo is coming, the last battalions are coming, Tatazonka are coming. So everybody that is fighting crime, we are speaking the same language. So Mbonga Kakulu, and thank you very much, MMC. Thank you very much to the city. Mayor, you've done a good job by appointing this gentleman. Thank you for the voters. No.